Hey, it's Amy Nakos here with Candice Day.
Hello.
Okay, we're going to talk about monthly price drops. We are still in the same module that we have been using, which is called Green Lights, part of our MLS. And I'm going to let Candice chat through with you what we're seeing here with the monthly price drops on this.
All right, so we're still looking at Summit County properties, and this breaks it down by the price range. So we have 550 active listings, but about a third of those have had a price drop. So, and the average price drop is around 7%. So we showed on the last video that our median price range is down 10%, and we're seeing that in the price drops that a third of our listings are reducing the price. And I think an interesting thing is it's across the board, regardless of the price point. So our $300,000 properties are seeing about the same amount of price drops as our $5 million properties. So everybody's seeing a little bit of a softening. We do have the most inventory in that just around $1 million range. And so that's seeing a little bit of resilience, but every price point is being affected.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting chart, right? Because if we look at the price drops, we can see that the average is 33. 1/3 of our properties have seen a price drop. So I think if we can tie it together with the last screen we had, and I'm hoping that if I switch this screen, we can understand why. Our median sale price is down 10%. And so in order to capture and to fit into the current market, you can also see the pricing right here. We can't be priced the way we were a year ago. We have to be priced within the current market. So down 7%, even though our median is down 10, 1/3 of the properties are now trying to get back to that market price. So as we're listing properties and as we're pricing properties, we're going to be looking at that and saying, we are no longer at that 10% higher price. Right. We've got to expect that probably like a 10% off is how it's feeling, right?
Yeah, when you look at the comparables of what's sold in the last year, you got to factor in this 7 to 10%, and whether you do it up front or after you've listed and reduced the price. I think we're ending up around the same spot.
We are. The thing about listing, doing it as a price reduction when you're listing it, you're going to be in a field of more inventory because we got 200 new listings in April alone, with only 100 selling and 100 going pending. So we're gonna have inventory collection. I think what you're gonna see here, we can see that March, the average was a 6.7% drop. January 7.3. This chart's interesting because it just can show when the prices are being reduced, how much they are being reduced by. So right now we're at 6.7, but also remember that we're seeing inventory collect. I'm going to just take you to the tables real quick where we can see inventory numbers and when they're starting to come on. Like we said, March and April of 25, way more inventory than we've seen in past years. So this is going to tell the tale of competition, right?
Right.
Candice, what are you seeing in the buyer market for competition? What does your property have to be like?
Perfect.
Perfect.
They don't want risks and they don't want things they have to update. They really like the turnkey properties. And when we're comparing between a couple properties and one needs a little bit of love and the other one's turnkey, it's a lot easier to negotiate on the turnkey property than to go into something you have to do work on.
Right. People really don't want to do the work. You can see the pendings are staying relatively stable from past years with higher listings, as we mentioned. Sales down a little bit, but nothing too alarming. This is kind of like right in there.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything else in these trend charts or in these tables that alarmed us, right? This sale price median is just so based upon what sold that month. If you're looking month by month, it's not really telling a story. It's going to be all over the place because, where it's high this month, there was probably a really high price property that sold. But we are in median, not average. So, I guess we are probably seeing a little bit of softening in the types of products that are selling. 5 seconds. Thanks for joining us. Bye.